everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all well. Welcome to my film and TV channel. Today it is a movie review and it's classed as a science fiction comedy and it's called Save Yourselves. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, make sure your notifications are set to public so you get to know when these vlogs are coming out. I do TV drama reviews as well, information vlogs, even the odd quiz, so please, if that interests you or anyone you know, please point them in my direction and punch that all subscribe button. That'd be fantastic. Please leave your comments. It's great to get views, but it's nice to get comments and feedback. And please, if you can leave us a thumbs up. If you haven't got time for a comment, just please give us a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Right, Save Yourselves, science fiction comedy. Hour and 33 minutes. Right, what can I say about this? Well, let's see what other people are saying first, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of this. What's it about? Well, it's a young Brooklyn couple heads to an upstate cabin to unplug from their phones and reconnect with each other. Blissfully unaware of their surroundings, they are left to their own devices as the planet falls under attack. Written and directed by Alex Houston Fisher and Eleanor Wilson. Stars a couple of people, I have no idea who they are. Sunita Mani, John Reynolds and Ben Sinclair also stars. Is it any good? Well, this did whet my appetite when I saw a couple of the reviews. Rotten Tomatoes, 87% positivity based on 71 left critic reviews, and that's 6.69 out of 10 it averages, so it's not that bad, is it? 62 fresh and 9 rotten. So yeah, 9 rotten but 62 fresh, so it can't be all bad, can it? And the consensus, Save Yourselves doesn't do anything unexpected with its one joke premise, but fortunately that one joke turns out to be consistently funny anyway. I think I watched a different version. 52% the audience thought, so a bit nearer what I'm thinking. That's Joe Public, you and me. 25 scores been left on Rotten Tomatoes, only a 52%. Metacritic, the critics, they quite like it as well. 67% positivity based on 13 reviews, and it scores anywhere between 3.8 out of 10 and 8.3 out of 10. We got 11 positive reviews, 1 mixed and 1 negative, so again, very, very positive. The New York Times' Kristen Yoon-Soo Kim gave it 7 out of 10 and said the quirky Save Yourselves is not necessarily a genre reinventor, but a good example of how much fun you can have on a non-studio budget. Internet Movie Database, again, Joe Public, you and me, 1,030 scores and reviews left, 5.4 out of 10. So there's a trend here, isn't there? The critics seem to quite like it, the public not quite as much. Some of the comments on Internet Movie Database: a quaint sci-fi comedy. We have seen this beginning of the end of the world type situation before, but the low-key treatment that it receives in this film and the small and personal scale it takes place on makes it a refreshing and relatable experience. This movie goes nowhere, someone else commented. Someone else said, please adjust your expectations. The alien invasion is mostly just background noise to the story of Sue and Jack, and they're often hilarious but relatable ineptitude in the face of first their own little problems and later the big alien problem. Firstly, the characters are the most obnoxious, and that's a positive. And then someone else says, don't want to get confused on that one. Firstly, the characters are the most obnoxious characters I've almost ever seen in a movie. They have no likeable characteristics whatsoever. Entertainingly fun, says someone else. Plainly, this is just a fun movie. I found it entertaining and a bit ridiculous in a good way. Someone else wrote, a very nice comedy about an alien encounter. Someone else, this is not sci-fi comedy. It is more like a boring drama with a boring couple. Someone else, absolutely pointless. Someone else, amazing movie, mirror on our society. Another one, I loved the movie from the beginning to the end. Very funny, witty and entertaining. There's not more a promise. Please save yourselves from watching this movie. Overall, a forgettable, dull experience. So as you can see, I've sort of tried to reflect the score of the 5.4 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database with slightly more negatives than positive reviews. Right, Bernard's thoughts, movie game nostalgia's thoughts. I had to double check. I did have to double check I was watching the same movie as some of these critics and people who are saying this was hilarious, to be honest with you. I mean, I do normally like this sort of verbal diarrhea drama, but not so much this time. But as you can see from the reviews, there's quite a, as you'd expect with most films, you get a mix of reviews. But you get from people saying it's hilarious to some people say it's boring. So you are getting not just the odd ones either. You're getting the both extremes. The critics seem to love it. I'm not 100% sure why the critics loved it. I mean, the film, to me, anyway, is mostly boring, occasionally silly, and it's got a garbage ending, an absolutely awful ending. As the film sort of concentrates on the relationship with the two characters, they have at least to be relatable, investable. You have to sort of like them. They're not. There's no chemistry, and you wouldn't want to spend a night out with either of them, or even worse, both of them. There's just nothing to the characters. They're horrible, or just horrible pair of actors. I mean, no disrespect to the actors, they're doing the job, but you wouldn't want to spend too much time with this couple. As for hilarious, I'm not sure what parts of the film you'd find funny, to be honest with you. I don't think there's one thing I laughed at in the whole thing. And as I say, I do like a lot of verbal comedies as well as slapstick or whatever. I do like a lot of, I can find a lot of humour in people just chatting and falling out and having discussions, etc. It's just, to me, it's just bland and soulless, and to call it a comedy is just probably against the trade descriptions that we used to have in the UK. Or I mean, I probably don't have it now, but I just don't know. I just don't know what to say with this film. I mean, the odd okay bit. I mean, there was the odd okay bit, but there was very few and far between, and I'd be pushed now to remember them. It was just as silly and pointless, and as I said, the ending was terrible. I just can't see it. I'm going to give one of that. I've done this before with a film. I'm just not even going to rate it. I wouldn't even want to give it a 1 or a 2. I'm just going to put it as a U, unrateable, because I just thought it was poor. And as I say, I have double checked, made sure I watched the same movie as everyone else. Yeah, I just don't see the point. Let me know anyway what you think. If you get more out of it than I can, I don't know. But as I say, it's not a genre that would not appeal to me normally. A bit of sci-fi, a bit of humour, a bit of comedy. I mean, obviously the aliens are sort of weird, but I just I'll probably go back and watch Star Trek: The Trouble with Tribbles or something like that, to be honest with you. The poster, well, again, it's got them two on it, hasn't it? So, my apologies to the two actors, but horrible, absolutely horrible. So, yeah, if it took them off, if it took those two off, it would be a lot better. But I'll give the poster 4 out of 10 because of the big round thing on it. That's about it. But hey, I won't be rushing out and buying that as a promotional poster either. Anyway, that's my views. The movie, unrateable in my opinion, just useless. Useless, I think, never mind unrateable. And the poster 4 out of 10. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Please look at my links on screen. If you follow or friend me on Facebook and Twitter, I do check every couple of days. And I put loads of stuff on Facebook and Twitter I don't put on these vlogs, obviously, that might be of interest to you. And if you'd have to follow us or friends, then obviously I do reciprocate every couple of days and follow everyone back. You can check out my website, obviously my day job, moviegamenostalgia.com. I sell old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s, and there's some board games on there as well. So if you can check that out, it'll be much appreciated. And if you check the playlist, and if you're into football, obviously I do vlogs on my football team, Manchester City. I do history vlogs of cities past, and I do city present vlogs, which are all about City now. So if that's of any interest to you or someone you might know, please point them in my direction. I will be very eternally grateful. Anyway, thanks. Sorry I did want to do a review. Sometimes if a film's bad, I won't even do a review on it. I might post something on Twitter but I think this was getting such rave reviews and such high scores. I had to put out there my opinion of it. I mean, obviously you make your own opinions, but I just do not understand where the high scores are coming from, and a lot of the public seem to agree with me, but the critics seem to love it. I mean, whether perhaps they've been sent some money in the post by the company, the guys who made this, I'm not too sure. I mean, I just couldn't find anything really interesting in the whole thing, and I did watch it sadly from start to finish, and so, as you say, they used to say, didn't they, that's an hour of my life I'll never get back. But there you go, that was my choice, wasn't it? And yeah, I could share it with you, my thoughts with you, so it wasn't all bad, was it? Anyway, thanks for watching. What I'm going to do with the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family, more important, look after each other. And please, until we meet again on a film review or a TV drama review or a quiz or even an information vlog, please stay safe, everyone. BERET saying thanks for watching. Bye bye.